It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. I went to Marks and Spencer's recently and picked up some beer. One of the beers was from Electric Beer Brewing Company. It's a 6.5% ABV, 440 millilitre can, and they called it, you call that dancing? IPA. Looks really good. It's been brewed with Mosaic, Equinox and Centennial. It cost me £3, which I thought was really reasonable for that 6.5% ABV price tag. Very reasonable. There's a little bit of liquid in the bottom of the can. I always suggest to give that little bit of a whirl round, get that beer. There you go. That little bit of sediment that might have been forced down to the bottom of the can with gravity, swirl it up, get it into your glass. That last drop of beer has changed beers for me so many times on the channel over the years, where you're thinking, oh, this beer's a little bit too carbonated, or, you know, the head's a little bit too large. When you get that little bit of sediment swirled up and thrown in, it calms the beer down, adds flavour, adds a little bit more body. It's generally good. Sediment is good. Sediment is all the flavour, all of the good stuff that the brewer's thrown in the can. Never drink a beer with your eyeballs. Always drink a beer with your mouth. Two Finger Whitehead. I'm not going to call it straw coloured. It's a little bit darker than straw coloured. I would even say this is very, very light amber. Very, very light amber with it's almost got a little bit of a kind of moody, cloudy look to it. There's different levels of, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it looks a little bit moody in there. Nice levels of carbonation. Let's get the aroma. Whoa, it smells good. I'm a big fan of Electric Beer. They brew some really good beers. You only tend to see Electric Beer in... Well, I think I've only ever seen Electric Beer, and quote me if I'm wrong, always quote me if I'm wrong. I've only ever seen Electric Beer in Marks and Spencer's. And for me, that's a really good sign. That's a sign that they're willing to put a beer into a quality supermarket where they want people to enjoy their quality beer. Does that make sense? There's a bar that's been set that they're not prepared to kind of dive under. They're always going to kind of try and set the bar. A little bit of passion fruit, a little bit of mango. Grapefruity, a little bit of spiciness, pepperiness coming through, a little bit of sweet malt, a light wafer malt quality coming through. Tangerine, satsuma. It smells good. It smells really good. I don't think I've picked up that many kind of aroma flavours for quite some time in a beer. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, that's really good. That's really good. I'm picking up a multitude of flavours. I'm going to put that down. And say, stone the crows. Stone the crows. I'm pretty sure I paid £3 for this beer. If I paid £3.50, then I apologise in advance. But I'm sure I paid £3 in my local Cardiff Marks and Spencer's. But that beer is phenomenal. Absolutely. I'm still picking up flavours now, new flavours. The latest flavour that just rolled through my taste buds was lemon. But before that, there was like layers of flavour coming through. Oh, fabulous. Fabulous. Little hiss and fizz of carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. It's passion fruit, mango, a little bit of grapefruit, a little bit of lemon, orange peel, fleshy blood orange, satsuma, lemon. Oh, it's wonderful. It's the type of beer I'm not sure if you want to rewind the last 30 seconds, maybe 45 seconds, but you might have heard me like lip smacking. It's very rare that I lip smack with a beer, but I do that because I'm like almost chewing on it. I want more of that flavour. I want to really benefit with or take advantage of all these flavours in the beer. It's really good. Really, really good quality beer. One of these companies I've heard of, tried some of their beers, and forgive me for this, forgive me, some brewers tune into this, forgive me, but this brewery's always flown under my radar. And I'm not saying that to be derogative or to undermine the brewery in any way. I think part of the problem is that I'm down here in South Wales. I think if I lived, and I've thought about this a lot lately, if I lived in Birmingham, kind of the middle of the country, then there's more of a chance that I'm going to go to the pub or go to my local craft bar or go to my local, different bars around. I bet there's about 8 or 10 places to go and drink in Birmingham. But I bet you would see Electric Bear. I bet you would see, they're more prominent. There's a lot more breweries being showcased because it's the middle of England. It's the Midlands. It's not overly far from Scotland, it's not overly far from Salisbury, it's not overly far from West Wales, it's not overly far from London. You're going to get a wide variety of beers. That's what I'm trying to say really, is that yeah, if I kind of move ground a little bit, if we just picked up sticks and moved somewhere else, we'd probably have a better chance of knowing more about these wonderful breweries that are out there. Electric Bear Brewing Company. Where are they based? I mean, I banged on about, there we are. They're closer to me than they are Birmingham. They're based in Bath. They're based in Bath in the UK. So I passed Bath just 3 days ago. I went down to Salisbury to see my father-in-law and my brother-in-law. We had a really good drink. But I mean, I'm pretty sure then that if you went to Bristol, if you drank around Bristol and Bath, you would see Electric Bear. But even slightly further west, an hour down the road near Cardiff, I've never seen an Electric Bear beer on tap, and I'd love to. I'd love to see more of this kind of stuff, because what I always say is, however good this beer is in can, I bet it absolutely shines on keg. I bet it's even better on keg. Can is great. Keg is even greater. I'd love to try some Electric Beer on keg. Sorry for the long story short. It's fabulous. Absolutely fabulous beer. I mean, there's a big consolation here, and the consolation is that I could just pop to Marks and Spencer's in Cardiff and pick up 10 cans of this and have a jolly good weekend. This top quality beer, this. You call that dancing? We've all been there. I was dancing in a field in Salisbury. the other day, and I'm pretty sure somebody actually said that to me. I'd had about 15 pints, and I was like... Anyway, right, rating for this beer then. Great look, great aroma, great taste. I like that. I really blooming like that from Electric Beer. It's a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.